Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. We're back at it again with Erased. And episode 2 currently is releasing on YouTube by the time that you'll be watching this on Patreon. But if you're not watching this on Patreon and instead you're seeing this before, or you're seeing this on YouTube, then episode 4 is actually up right now on our Patreon. So feel free to go check those out.
Someone watching this on YouTube right now could go watch episode 4, which we haven't even watched yet.
Exactly. So, if you think about it, you'll be ahead of us where we currently are in this time.
Booshki.
So, okay. We're on episode 3, and this one is titled Birthmark. So, I have a birthmark. Mine is, let's see, I can't remember if it's... Birthmark is on the back of my calf right here. Shaped like a V. Birthmarks are very integral with police investigations because being reported on a lot of medical examinations, they're able to discern, like, yeah, this person is this person right here because they have a telling birthmark. I guess that might be the point of, like, the birthmark that they talk about in this. I don't know. Anyway, Erased episode 3.
Records sometimes, which mine would work well for right now because they would be like, yep, his teeth are precisely the same level of fucked up as the dentist last saw them.
Fair enough. Dental records as well, yeah, that's another thing. Anyway, here we go. Aya Nakanishi, Hiromi Sugata, and Kaio Hinazuki.
が10歳だった。つまり3月に失踪した時、ひなずきはまだ誕生日が来ていなかった。誕生日までの間に X デーがあるんだ。
うるせえな。ジルの藤沼だよ。かわいそう。ひなずき、声かけてやればいいべさ。ほら、ひなずき。藤沼、勝てるの？精一杯走るよ。そう。じゃあ頑張って。やべ。
Damn. Also, he's got the inside track as well, so... Hamada.
I barely beat him. Why? Because you had to try harder than you normally would?
18年前と同じ失敗を繰り返してしまった。
Huh.
So it wasn't just the advantage that made him go that fast from the extra knowledge.
He was already that good.
In fact, it didn't actually give him much of an advantage, it doesn't look like.
ひなずきの誕生日教えてよ。どうしたの？私に嘘つかないって言ったべさ。ごめん。なんか今日は浜田の日だって思っちゃったんだ。そう。嘘つきはお互い様だから。
Damn it.
帰ろうか。
Oh.
ごめん、忘れ物したから先帰ってて。
Is that one of the others that went missing?
I think so.
So far, he's only worried about the one, but, like, he should be worried about all 3 of them, you would think.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not that long of a series, so I don't know how many mistakes he's going to make and have to go back and try to fix again.
誕生日が知りたくて、ごめんなさい。僕は教えたけど、教えてくれなかった。
ああ、なるほどな。ってなんだよ。俺と同じだったのか。
Oh.
Is it on the same day?
Yeah.
Oh.
They share a birthday.
Oh, crap. So he has to do something before his party.
Yeah.
X デーが分かった。
Tomorrow.
3月1日。11日後か。
Oh, 11 days, okay.
Oh, right. Because he said in between March 1st and her birthday.
Yeah.
And he just found her birthday was on the 2nd. So he's like, hey, that means it's March 1st.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hey.
I figured he'd have to show up soonish.
Yuki-san.
Yuki. Yeah.
サトルくんが勇気を出したからだよ。みんなと楽しくやろうって気持ちはちゃんと伝わるんだよ。
どもる癖もお人よしも相変わらず。
かよって知ってる？
かよちゃん知ってるよ。公園にいる子でしょ。何度も話したことあるよ。
飯だぞ。
夜ご飯早くない？
朝早いからね。父さんの仕出し弁当屋で4時からバイトしてるんだ。
4時？
うん、昼までだけどね。
から遊んでいる彼を俺は無職なのだと思い込んでいた。
クラフトの大会の特集があってね。人からのもらい物で捨てられなくて。
彼の部屋に何か気になるものはなかったかい？
なんだか大人っぽくなったね。
そうかな。
白鳥純、2006年5月現在確定死刑囚。殺人を犯すなんて信じられない。事件なんかなければ容疑者もクソもないんだ。ゆきさん、待っててくれ。なんか荒れてんな。ん？なんだこれ。手袋だ。
Her red backpack's laying over there.
Oh no.
まさか。
Shit.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
見ないで。閉めて。
また一人でこんなとこ入っちゃって。
こいつ。
家の中に入りなさい。
ひなずきのその傷は何なの？
答えてあげな、かよ。
I ain't asking her, bitch. I'm asking you.
転んだの。
Yep. Textbook.
嘘をつくひなずきにかけるべき言葉が見つからなかった。
ほらかよ、しっかり冷やしなさい。月曜までにちゃんとその顔直してくれなくちゃ。お母さんがみんなに責められるでしょ。
残しとけよ。
Oh. Abusive stepfather.
It might not actually be her that's beating the crap out of her. It might be him.
It's the father or stepfather, and she's covering for it because she doesn't want to lose the relationship. God.
But still, what she's doing right now is abusive as hell too.
Oh yes, it
It's
is.
like borderline drowning her.
いいぞ、席につけ。さあ、
Yeah, her demeanor is starting to make a lot more sense now.
Yep, there it is.
変えなくては。未来を。
忘れた人は明日までです。
席が多い理由か。サトルは知ってるのか？
土曜日が母親がひなずきを殴る日だから。
そうか。サトルは気づいたんだな。生徒に話していいものか迷ってたんだ。その上で虐待されてることを知ったらみんなが色眼鏡で見てしまうだろうと思ってな。
そんなことない。
お前はな。だからお前には話しておこう。母親を疑い始めたのが去年の5月頃。3回視察に来てくれたんだが、
See, systems failed them 3 times
全て
already.
彼を連れて外出していて、聞き取り調査がまだ行われていない。
使えねえな。あ、声に出てた。
ああ、俺も何度か母親に会った行為は確実にある。あとは児童相談所に認めさせるだけだ。こうされた時にはクラスからカヨがいなくなるぞ、サトル。
ひなずきが助かるなら僕は構わない。
ヤシロは春休みを待って動こうとしているに違いない。けどそれじゃ間に合わないんだよ。畜生。ない。給食費がねえ。29歳にもなってこんな事件に巻き込まれるのかよ。
みんなの給食費
Uh-oh.
なくしました。
盗まれたんだと思います。ひなずきさんが怪しいと思います。
お前
Why
何を
would you
根拠
say
に。
that?
犯人だと思います。
そうかも。ねえ、取ったのひな。
That's a bit suspect of you to just like blatantly be like, it's her, she's poor.
このガキ。
犯人見つけて。
出てこないぞ。やっぱひなずき決まりだろ。貧乏貧乏。
あ
あった。
やっぱ貧乏だ。ほら、私の言った通り、カヨが犯人だべ。
うるせえ。貧乏だろうが空腹だろうがひなずきが人のもん取るわけねえだろうが。
てめえの仕業だろうが。
って隠すくらいのこと誰でもできるだろう。
みんな、カヨは日直なんだから給食費持ってても不思議じゃないだろう。 ミサト、サトル、もういいだろ。そろそろご飯食べよう。
藤沼、さっきはありがとう。いや、あいつの言い分ひでえからさ。3年の時、あんまり私の鉛筆バカにするから、美里の自慢のシャーペン窓から捨ててやったことあるんだ。
Damn.
だから私のことずっと嫌いなの。おたクリスマス会に呼んでくれてさ、大きなツリーを自慢するためだったけど、すごい綺麗だった。見に行かない？今日これから。バカなの？
Yes.
行くなんて言ってないべさ。この辺でよくスキーとかボブスレーで遊んだんだ。キタキツネとか見たよ。
And there they are. What does the fox say?
すげえ。
足元を回るキタキツネのことは覚えていた。話しても信じてもらえなかった。
来るかな？うん、きっとそうだ。
This is cool and all, but I have a bad feeling.
Oh, that's cool.
クリスマスツリーね。バカなの2月だよ。
Hey.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling that her parents are going to be pissed about her being gone into the night like that.
Wait.
That's all we get for now. It's the skater kid.
He was a skater boy. He ratted on our boy.
This is ominous seeming.
Yes, very.
What is he trying to ruin?
I don't know. It's just like, I don't want him to be on the hockey team. He's not on the hockey team. He just knows how to skate really fast. Like, well, tell him he's not invited to the hockey team. It's like, that doesn't... Okay, fine. I'll tell him he can't be on the hockey team. Thank you, sir. My ego feels a lot better now. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why some people say that parts of this show are hard to watch.
Why is that?
Just the abuse and stuff. Like, stuff like that's always hard to watch. Like, it's a sad fact because...
It happens.
That's actually a real thing, you know?
Well, of course it is. I mean...
It's horrible.
It is, and...
It's always one of those things, like we're saying, like, you always want to be able to help somebody that's in a situation like that, but that's such a hard situation that it makes you feel helpless in return, just like they are, you know?
The only time I've truly helped out someone who's in an abusive situation is someone really close to me, and I was living with them at the time, and one of them got really drunk. Like, one of them was very abusive, and basically got really drunk and started making a fool, and started, like, throwing shit, and started, like, threatening to kill them and everything like that. And I basically just, like, knocked on the door, and, you know, they opened the door and said, "What the fuck do you want?" And I was like, I don't, like, I'm just here to, like, see, like, make sure everyone's okay and, you know, nothing bad's happened. And then all of a sudden, like, puts a finger in my face and tells me I need to mind my own damn business. And I said, well, it is my business. I mean, we share this house, and I'm not gonna let this happen in here. And then basically tried to, like, tackle me to the ground, so I basically threw them onto the ground and, like, fell on top of them and cracked 2 of their ribs. And needless to say, the person eventually did find someone else to be around, and I moved out a couple of months later. And
it's like I've managed to help one person in one situation, and then they were completely ungrateful for it after the fact. It's like, or at least that's what it felt like.
Well,
but I had one ex that her parents were mentally abusive, and like at a point I was just like, you need to stand up to them and tell them that you're fucking in your early 20s and you don't deserve to be treated the way you're being treated. And so she finally did, and so they kicked her out of her house. And so I found her a place to live with one of my friends. And then a few weeks later, she was telling me that I cause her nothing but stress because I wouldn't go to a concert with her 2 days early to stay in line. And I'm just like, all right, you know, I cause you nothing but stress, but yeah, I've gotten you out of, you know, a situation for several weeks, and you've been in a better situation for several weeks. Like, all right, see how it is. I'm out.
Sure thing. Bye.
And then there was another person that I was about to help because there was going to be a potentiality of getting them out of an abusive situation, and then they decided that they didn't want to be with me anymore, so they kind of threw that idea out and ended up stuck with their abusive step-parent, so sucks to be them, I guess.
Well, I hate to say it, but we are slaves to our decisions, and good decision or bad decision, you must live with the consequences. And, you know, I live with the consequences of the stuff that I've done every day, you know, because family members and friends that I've helped out, some are thankful, some are still very much thinking that I was the problem, which, here's the thing, everybody thinks, like, in, like, a conflict, everybody thinks they're right. But I'm sorry, but anyone who tries to make a logical argument that abusing somebody is helping them, abusing them and mentally breaking them down and tearing them down to where they are basically dependent upon you. That's how it works. They tear you down, they basically like rip away the foundation of which you've built yourself upon, and they make it to the point where you have to depend on them. You have to have that person as a crutch. And it's ugly. It is so freaking ugly. And I hate seeing people in that situation, but again, there comes a time where you have to take action yourself. You can't just expect others to do everything for you. And if you choose not to take action and you just decide, oh, I'm just going to keep living in this horrible situation because it's what I'm used to, then you're never going to grow as a human being and you're never going to become a better person. You're instead just going to stay in that same exact rut, and you're just going to live your life being a crutch to someone else, basically being someone else's punching bag.
What sucks is, especially in my opinion, is the people who aren't allowed to leave situations because of like their current age and laws and shit, you know?
True. Very true.
It's like, you know, kids who are abused by their parents and shit. Like, that's fucking horrible.
Yes, it is. It's not
if I
good.
could take a fucking chain to some abusive parents, if I had definitive proof they were doing shit like that to their kids, I fucking would really take the opportunity of giving it.
I would use there's some of them, like, I've wanted to use a baseball bat, and honestly, I wanted to basically not kill them, but prove a point. And also just make sure that, you know, that they have a reminder every time they raise their hand, they're going to think about the fact that their kneecap got split in two because I swung like Mark McGuire and took it out. But anyway, yeah. So, Erased, episode 3, Birthmark. This episode was a rough one. Maybe we're going to see, I guess we'll see how the effects of everything that, you know, that was at the end of the episode, how that's going to play out moving forward. But for right now, we're going to end it here. I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Bye-bye.